Previously on Surviving Reelfoot, the Decennium. Up on arriving at camp, Jo made herself the leader of Okina.
Jo is one person who kind of stepped up and really took over a lot of things.
And Carl became the leader of Nankana.
And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to sleep on this ground.
Both tribes quickly got fire, boosting morale for their first reward challenge, where both Okina and Nankana fought hard. But it was Okina that came out on top, choosing Trinica and Melissa to go to the outpost, who then chose Carl and Blake to join them, where they were able to purchase items with fire tokens for themselves or the tribe.
So, okay.
Can I borrow 2 tokens?
Sir.
They did give Carl and Blake a fire token to purchase rice, while Trinica and Melissa scored a tarp for Okina. On night 1, lightning struck Nankana.
The closest tree to our camp, 20 feet in front of us, explodes.
Fortunately, production helped set us up on the porch, and we stayed in a little nicer area.
Upon arriving back to camp, Carl and Blake were met with suspicion.
If you ask everyone that did bring tokens, we had 6. But then they're saying, Carl and Blake said that the other tribe gave them 1 token to give them 6. So that math doesn't add up to me.
At the next reward challenge, Nankana took an early lead.
Oh my gosh.
But it was short-lived as Okina scored 2 points, taking it over, while Nankana struggled. And struggled. And struggled. Jo scored the 3rd and final point for Okina, giving them victory. And they chose Charlie and Tony to go to the outpost, who then chose James and Sandra to join them. Sandra and James quickly tried to strike a deal.
If you give us 2 tokens, we have nothing to lie. However, we will not tell anybody that you 2. Like, honestly, think about it.
And James outed their alliance.
Her and I are part of a very strong alliance that has numbers right now.
And Charlie shot them down.
The best thing we can do right now is focus on our tribe. So we are not going to do those 2 tokens.
Okina left with a scroll and dry clothes, while Nankana left with a scroll of their own. 20 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Now that we saw the stuff that's on the table, do you think that,
I do believe the tarp was 10. Because that's the initial investment for staying warm with the forecast, and I don't think that was a mistake.
no,
So I think that number was right.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you think that bag of rice was actually 6? And they're still not accounting for 1 token.
Yeah, and that's why I think B is still not wearing that chain that he entered the game with. That had it as a medallion. I think B still has it.
You're right. But I also think that maybe the rice was 4.
Again, initial investment. Maybe it was upcharged that way because everyone had tokens, and maybe it was a teamwork thing to see what we would do with that. I don't necessarily.
You don't think they got a scroll?
I think maybe one of them.
Yeah, but
they have one each.
They were both there.
I think they have one each.
1 scroll each?
No, not one scroll.
No, I'm
One,
saying that when they went, I think they got a scroll and they didn't tell us.
Interesting.
I do.
I'll,
It sucks because we only had 4 tokens when we went to the outpost, so it's really no fighting it. And then we could, maybe we didn't have to share it with the tribe, but we really didn't have any option because if we got the crew, we're down 2 tokens, so we would have to explain it.
Hello, how'd you go?
Alright. We have a surprise.
welcome back. Yeah, so here's the 411. We learned a couple names. The younger kid I was talking to you about, his name is Charlie. And their tribe leader's name was... Holy shit. The guy that always carries the thing. The one that, like, takes his off. Yeah, so we had, we used our 4 tokens and brought back...
No, we only used...
Yeah, it brought back 2. And a hidden note.
And a scroll. We have not opened it because we wanted to do it as a tribe.
Oh,
And,
what a fun little
But-
no one
surprise.
has 2, so we still have 2.
Theirs cost 2 as well, so they got 1 as well.
They got 1 as well. And I asked, I'm like, will you just give us 2? And like, we'll
Split the difference.
split, yeah, I'm like, I can't, we have nothing to offer you.
You should have
we
told
only
me
have
the 2 group.
they wouldn't do it.
We tried that with the run to the
They
car
gained-
for other years.
They had nothing to gain by giving us 2, so
That's fine.
so we still come back with 2.
Sandra and James went out and they went to the outpost, which I went to yesterday, and they came back with an idol clue, and they chose to share it with all of us, which I'm very grateful for.
Anyway, let's do it.
All right, ready. We symbols of our tribe stand tall beneath the ground, heed the call. Search below with careful hands and hidden power here commands.
Hell
no.
I wonder.
Let's go digging, bitches!
Let's go!
It's right there.
It's funny, I was kicking at it the other day.
Dude, I would...
Want to see it?
Oh my goodness.
Almost everybody run over to under the flag, and they started just moving stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get in there. And I just dove in, and I just scooped in the mud, and look what your boy got.
We're thinking about the trees. We just went right there and grabbed it.
I'm not
Where was it?
Huh?
Where was it?
Wait, someone has it?
No,
Or I'll get it.
kicking at it yesterday. Kicking at that spot, just to see if there was any scroll.
I'm pissed because I was digging to the right of it, and Kyle just went right up and grabbed it. It was right next to me, but he's awesome. He was so excited, and honestly, I was really happy for him that he did.
Wait, did you just get it now, or you had it?
Yeah, no, he just found it.
Got it.
The idol? Yeah.
I have the hidden immunity idol, but obviously it's not my idol. But it says, congratulations, you have found a hidden immunity idol. You guys know the rest.
No, I need to know the final.
Yeah, like when's
Read
the
it out
last
loud.
time you played? Can you...
The hidden immunity idol will keep you safe from being voted off tribal council. If you discover the idol, you may keep it a secret, or I can tell everybody. The last time you can use this hidden immunity idol is when there are 6 remaining survivors left in the game.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Sandra and James, for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you for sharing it, and I'm not like, at the end of the day, this idol is good. I'm guessing till Murray, right?
Yeah.
Final
This
six.
idol is good to Murray.
Final 6. Oh, okay. I got it.
It is our idol, and I think it should be used. Just keep one of us safe.
It's just, this was a check. This was on the checklist. I did it. It may be a public idol in my tribe's eyes, but it's my idol.
Now
Again,
remember,
you
now
found
it's in
it.
my possession, and if you vote me out with this idol, it goes out of the game.
Or
and
if
it's
there's
so
a
much.
tribe swap and we have lower numbers. So
I
say,
I can give
Yeah,
it.
it's a really good tribe drop idol.
and then we can give it to the people that are on the minority.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do, but again, it's, you found it there. We all were
Your
big.
power and your
So
burden.
that's just a suggestion.
Here it is, baby. Here it is.
That's question over.
You know what? And I'm gonna say this, and I shared this story with you guys, man. That's my old man. That's my old man. My old man, he's got my back. He's fucking here.
Yep.
Thank you, Dad. We're here to do it. Yeah, man.
Good job.
Don't vote me out with it, please.
Good job, Carl.
Oh my God.
Good job, Carl.
Found it right under that flag.
Yeah, right? It's almost like lightning struck twice.
Dude!
Oh yeah.
Dude, it hit the lightning tree, dude. The lightning tree. This is
That's
the
so
lightning
cool, right?
idol. Oh, it fits so good.
Me and Charlie, we ended up going to the outpost together, and we decided to buy the scroll. And with that scroll, we didn't know exactly what it was. We had an idea that it was going to be some sort of advantage, whether it be a tribe advantage or like an idol clue or something like that. Either way, we wanted it, and we wanted to keep it a secret between us.
Alright, let's see what this is. I'm gonna drop it. Where the green? Okay. Alright. Where the green descends, a secret lies. Two crossing space beneath the skies. Follow the path where shadows blend. With a hidden power, my friend. I think I know what the crossing space are.
Okay.
We literally looked there this morning, but we could not find anything.
Sorry.
I gotta keep this in my pocket. So keep it in your pocket.
Unfortunately, the other tribe had two members that saw it as well, but it is what it is. We wanted it. It's a big part of Survivor. It's why you come out here to take risks like that, so we wanted to take the chance. We opened it up before we announced what it was to the tribe. We ended up getting the idol clue, and we bought the, drying clothes thing, mainly because we needed to spend something to say that we spent a certain amount of tokens so that we could hide the fact that we bought the scroll.
That's pretty for the next 5. Yeah. Alright, I gotta get the fire tokens out of my pocket, and I'm gonna put this in. You want me to put it in my pocket? Just you. I have a zipper pocket in my pants, short underneath this.
Oh, you can do that.
And yeah, I mean, luckily we got to the outpost at the right time, and hopefully this advantage can pay off for us in the long run.
Do you know, and then can we try and find this thing together?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey.
So what's going on?
Got something really fun.
Oh.
But I'm trying to get them to come here, but I don't know if that's realistic.
Are they coming?
You want to come? We got our rewards.
We'll reveal it twice. It's fine. It'll be twice as fun. Okay, so for 9 tokens. So first off, we had 16 tokens, 8 plus, and we had 8 given to us.
Yeah,
There were
I think
only
one missing. I
there
don't
was
know.
one missing somewhere. We don't know where that went. Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't really care enough to
Yeah, fair.
investigate. But for 9 tokens, we are allowed, each of us, to have one article of clothing dried. And socks, a pair of socks count as one. We asked that question. We thought that'd be easy.
Stop it!
Whatever you want.
So whatever you want. So we have to bring. We have to bring our article of clothing to the next challenge.
Okay. Wait,
So
just one piece of clothing?
we get one piece of clothing.
All my shit's
No, we try. I mean, this is gonna be huge, especially when the rain is ending.
Yeah.
By
You're gonna have dry socks.
You just need
We'll
like
have-
one dry item at this
and
point.
we'll
You'll
have-
get through tonight.
We'll get through the night, and it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you
I
so
have
much.
7
Thank
tokens.
What happened with the other people?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
what
yeah.
was the vibe of those guys?
So the other team only had 4 tokens and were begging us to give those.
They were trying to
4.
beg us to give them more.
They were like, and if you do, we'll talk good to our majority alliance about you. I was like, I'm
Ooh.
not.
Yeah.
We gotta play for the tribe here.
Did they tell you who's in the majority alliance?
No, we didn't.
But they.
Or were they together?
Right.
They were working.
I mean, they said we are in the
James and
alliance.
Sandra are apparently working together.
Okay.
You could kind of tell that they were vibing like while they were hanging out.
Sandra's purple Larry.
Larry.
And you said that you were like lost one. Do you think someone just from our group didn't give you one? Is that what?
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
We just had.
I mean, I didn't give you one, but that's because I had one.
Right. We were literally given 16 tokens.
There
So
should have been 17.
there should have been 17.
Someone.
Suspicious.
I guess not.
Someone.
I am.
But honestly, if they had 4, I thought they picked up way more at the challenge.
They didn't bring them all back, is what they
Yeah,
said.
some of them
Yeah,
probably.
they said they didn't bring them all back.
Oh.
They
Which I
probably
don't
just
really
pocketed
understand.
them.
Fair.
If your tribe is full,
Yeah.
at what point do
You
they
definitely don't
No,
see
you
you
might
steal
not.
mine?
You know.
That was probably right call.
Yeah, they didn't buy a thing.
A total of 8 tokens from the reward and 8 tokens from our group.
Yeah.
There should have been 9. Whatever.
Oh, I
don't know.
forgot to give you mine.
Okay. That solves that mystery.
Yeah, we were wondering, like, did I drop one? But okay, that's
Okay,
good to know.
thank you.
need it?
Well, no.
No, we
because
didn't end up
God,
needing it. No.
At the end
you
of the-
didn't end up needing
No,
it.
not
At the
at
end
all.
of the day, we spent 9 tokens to get a dryer cycle.
Shut
Yes, take all my clothes.
So it's one
One-
article of clothing for each.
So whatever y'all want, really. But we need to bring it to the next challenge, and I prepare for beforehand, because you never know when Trino's gonna come, you know. So yeah.
Hey Tony, this is Papa Bear from Survivor. I am rooting for you to win. This is what you want to do. This is the game you like to play, so go ahead and win. Go ahead, Tony. Papa Bear from Survivor saying, bear hugs to all of you contestants. Have fun.
Okay. Like that over there. And you're saying like put like here. So we would need the rope long enough to. Okay, right. Yeah, and that would also let like bring. I don't know if we'll have enough roll down the big tree.
It should be.
Yeah, so I love my tribe. I'm really excited about who I'm working with. And I love Hannah. Like, I absolutely love Hannah. I could tell I loved Hannah like right away. And I really like Tony. So right now I think those are the 2 that I gravitate the most to. But Trinica and German and Danny are another 3 that I've already kind of started to have a lot of conversation with.
It's natural.
Ew. I hate that so much.
That's nasty.
Like, that's nasty. Like, what?
It's natural.
Oh my god.
I like just weird, stupid shit, man.
And where did you hear this joke again?
I don't know, probably like a parent or...
Everyone seems really cool, which is going to be like probably my biggest downfall, because like I don't necessarily want to vote anyone out. Like, I mean, granted, it's just day 1. We've got a few days before we actually vote, so like anything can happen in that time period. We're gonna have some challenges, so we'll probably like see who's strong in what area, who's weak in what area. The people like I really think that I want to start this game with is probably, I think, Trinica and probably German. And I just feel like we're just gonna be able to bond, you know. But everyone just seems really cool. Like, it's really nice to see everyone from different walks of life.
Oh, that works. They can take a rattlesnake. They better not find no tribal immunity or nothing. No.
Outdoorsy stuff is not my thing. That's not what I like to do. But like, since it's been raining, I kind of feel like it's already started off like this, so it's like it's not that crazy. I know my feet are already like super muddy.
Okay.
Yes. Honestly, yes. All that anger for these past couple years. Oh, and it was a big piece too. Look at me. Ow.
But I am like learning to like do outdoorsy stuff. Like so far I have chopped some wood, which like never held a machete in my life. So like what is that?
I definitely believe we are the Kumbaya tribe. We've all been really chill. We've gotten to know each other. We've had fireside chats. We've had so much fun. We've played games together. I definitely see us as a Kumbaya tribe.
I'm ready to vote someone out, to be honest. Like, there's 10 of us. There's not room for 10 people in the shelter, so that's not really that much of a reason, but if it was up to me, like, I'd be down to vote out 3 people right now just to make more room. Like, I feel pretty confident that I'm not going to be one of those 3 people. I get along with everyone. Everyone seems to get along with me. The few small chats that I've had have gone really well in regards to strategy and stuff. So I'm just ready to get to it. But otherwise, I'm just trying to still just play calm, reserved.
I would die for Ethan. I would lay down my life for Ethan. I don't know if he feels the same way. I feel like I'm like a schoolgirl with a crush, and I'm like, oh my god, does he like me? I don't know. And I just got like a good vibe off of him. He's someone I was so happy to see on my tribe, and we had some little whispered conversations last night. And I'm really hoping that we'll be able to kind of have a clandestine partnership and work together on the sidelines without people knowing that that's what we're doing. If I can see the future, it's me and Ethan going to like Final Four, and then Ethan stabbing me in the back, and me being happy about it because I love him. He's so charming. He's fucking Australian. He's just a cutie patootie. So.
How's it? It is Tony from South Africa Survivor. This is a message for you, my friend, my boo-boo Danny. You've got this. I am rooting for you. Go kick some ass. I love you, my boy.
In respect to the conditions that our tribe has had to experience over the last 24 hours, it's been rough as an understatement. So I think about 5 or 6 of us got 0 sleep last night, including myself. So I don't think I've ever run off this small amount of sleep over a couple of days of my life. I was quite sick this morning. I was experiencing a world of gastrointestinal distress. And I think a few of the tribe mates were kind of giving me some space. I thought they were like not speaking with me intentionally, but they just wanted me to kind of chill out and feel better because obviously I had no sleep and I wasn't feeling the best. But I bounced back now, feeling okay, and have my second wind, and yeah, we'll keep going.
And James from the start pretty much was like he wanted to work with me, but now him and Blake have a little something going on. So I really think them two are final 2, like they have a final 2 deal going.
I mean, we get along great. Blake and I get along very well. Him and I have pretty much locked in as the tribe leaders, the de facto tribe leaders, without anyone really giving it to me. Wasn't part of my gameplay at all.
Like, are you trying?
Jeff is definitely like one of my, like a final 2 for me. Dale, I really like him. I mean, we all get along. Like the dynamics are great as far as we all get along. Like nobody's pissing anyone off or anything like that.
I'm living my dream, dude. You gotta understand that. Fuck you, man. You gotta understand that, man. It's everything to me, dude.
So Carl's telling us how it's his passion to be here and, you know, telling his story. And I'm telling my Lyme story as well to him privately. And, you know, there's a lot of people that are really here to play. But James is kind of, you know, taking a leadership role, being a little bit of a hothead, so he might be a target.
So right now I'm just trying to focus on strategizing a couple moves down the road. Since no one's really going anywhere, you can't really have those private conversations. So for me, in my game, it's all really just a head game and getting to the next challenge. I'm too busy focusing on getting votes for down the road and planning ahead. Because if we keep losing like this, I got to start thinking about going to the merge with a handful of people instead of a larger group.
I want to, and I see myself working with Sandra, James, Blake, and you know, maybe a couple other folks down the line. I mean, I'm kind of trying to talk and meet with people. Like I could get good vibes from Shauna. Deb wants to work with me, and just trying to kind of build connections, talk to different people, and see who I vibe with the most and who's going to be like loyal. Like people that are here to play, but also, you know, I need people to actually work with me down the line. Like post-merge is where I'm really thinking it gets dangerous. So I need physical people. I also need loyal people. So I'm trying to scout that out and figure out who I want to work with.
Alright guys, welcome back to your next reward challenge. So I'll tell you what you're playing for first. So we really stress like our history here, Reelfoot, the area, and we really think it would be something fun for y'all to be able to get away from camp. So we've scheduled a pontoon boat ride. You can go and see Reelfoot Lake, you can see the area, and you'll get some refreshments as well. So a nice, relaxing, big reward. You will each step into the arena with an egg on a pedestal. You will face off against somebody from the opposing tribe. The goal is to knock that person's egg off. Last person to hit the ground scores a point for your tribe. First tribe to 10 points wins reward. First up, Jordan versus Melissa.
Reelfooters ready? Go. Melissa. I'm strong. Got the strong. Come on. This is what we.
Carl versus German.
Reelfooters ready? Let's go. Go. Slow and steady.
You're leaning forward. There it goes.
Yeah. Carl drops.
Sorry, guys.
Sandra versus Melanie.
Reelfooters ready? Go. Sandra on the attack.
Melanie letting Sandra come to her.
Possible girls don't wait.
Non-Connor scores a point.
Nice job.
Maddie P versus Ethan.
But he has an X.
Fucking hell.
Next up, James versus Charlie.
Go. Charlie got the sunglasses on.
Good job, Charlie. Hold the hand out.
Yeah.
We have Shauna versus Trinica.
Go.
Now face on.
I can be here all day. Me too.
We will miss the boat if we're here all day.
Take one step at a time.
Literally, we will miss the boat. Literally, we will miss the boat.
Really? Back yourself. The team that's in the lead when the boat comes gets to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the boat will not wait for us if you've ever been on a cruise.
It's going to be raining.
This has never happened.
Really?
Alright, yeah, Jay, what's the point you wanted to? Come on, ladies, let's go. Fight. Play the game. Everyone take 3 steps.
Trinica moving forward.
Alright. Good job to dancing. I'm not sure.
Whoever throws it up the highest will win.
They're gonna make it call.
You got it. You got it. Go, Trinica. Go down. Go down.
Watch your egg.
Trinica's got Shauna back there.
Watch out.
He's coming on. Good job.
Yellow fell first.
Non-Connor scored, yep.
Jeff versus Danny.
Reelfooters ready? Go.
You got it.
You got it, Jeff. Watch out, Jeff.
Go.
Curie versus Hannah.
That's what happened.
That's okay. Your hand can shake. Just let it happen. It's natural.
Go.
Curie versus Hannah.
You got it.
Yeah!
Blake versus Tony.
I want to see it. Oh, shit.
On camera, ladies and gentlemen. Got it.
Go. Tony coming on strong. Yeah!
Debbie versus Joe.
Go.
I know I'm gonna shake your hand. Don't do it.
You got it, Joe.
No, just lie. You
You got to
Lie.
You got to.
Good sportsman.
No. I'll even. Can I switch hands?
No. Don't move.
Abby, don't fall
You
for
got
it,
it.
girl. Don't
Do
fall
not
for
switch
it.
hands. Just don't fall for it.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Keena scores again.
James versus Ethan.
Go.
Green's dropping.
Oh, there it is.
Yours is wobbling.
Very much. You want to do that? You sure?
Oh no.
Blake versus Tony.
Reelfooters ready? Go.
Y'all know y'all want to let us have it.
Making his move.
You got it. And a refugee in the sea. That sounds about right.
Oh!
Push him.
Watch out! Watch out!
Yeah.
Nice play.
We have Jeff versus German.
Go. You good? Yeah, you good.
Oh.
Good
job! Okay.
According to the Surviving Reelfoot Handbook, the Bobby Rule states that any individual or tribe that makes a challenge incompletable must find a way to complete the challenge, otherwise they forfeit said challenge. The broken pedestal does mean that Nankana forfeits the challenge, leaving the final score Okina 9, Nankana 4. Okina wins reward.
Okina, you guys have won reward again. You guys will be leaving straight from here, and you'll be leaving with Parker, Pete, and Nathan, and they will be taking y'all on the reward.
Jersey Debbie at Reelfoot. You already know we're rooting for you here at the Orgs Podcast. Let's go!
Due to heavy rainfall, the boat ride was canceled, but the Reelfooters did get to learn about Reelfoot Lake and meet some of its local wildlife.
Ooh. She thinks of your arm like a tree branch, and that's how she'll usually find herself arrested. She'll usually try to curl around you, but she's weird. She just likes it pointed like. Does she have a name? Well, the last SIRs that worked here gave her a name, but we never actually spoke with them, so we're just calling her Elizabeth. Like Queen Elizabeth.
Aww.
Yeah, she'll do that. Sometimes she crawled into my shirt or did my pocket. One time, one of her rangers was holding her, and he had his gun holster strapped to his side, and she decided to go exploring into his gun holster. Thank goodness the safety was on.
Is it heavy?
Not really.
Can't really feel a lot of weight.
Not that bad. When she gets full grown, she will be about 6 to 7 feet long.
Great job, Hannah.
Good job.
Woo!
So how was your guys' birthday?
It's just started.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, the guy's back.
Well, I don't have a hood.
I am feeling upset after our upsetting loss. That one was a little bit demoralizing because the first one I felt like we were really close, and the second one we were a little bit behind, and this one we like really got spanked. So it feels like you're like stuck in the wheel of the rut. And now I'm like for sure preparing to go to tribal council. Like I don't want to, but like I'm ready to lose.
I'm a little annoyed about the loss. This is the third reward challenge in a row that we've lost, which isn't terrible because it's not an immunity, but then at the same time, they're getting stronger. And our tribe is getting a lot weaker. You can see the morale, everybody's getting sad and depressed, which is not how we should be going into immunity challenges. it just sucks to lose. I mean, as a competitor, I don't like to lose, and 3 times in a row, and this one being so far away at 9-4 loss was ridiculous.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I think we are not getting enough sleep because a lot of us have not gotten sleep. We also haven't been eating the rice because like we're worried about like portioning it and all that stuff. And I think maybe strategy-wise, we're like trying to like. I know we're trying to put everybody where our like strengths and weaknesses are, but overall, I think it's a lack of sleep and eating.
There's a couple of things that are on my mind for what would happen if we went to tribal council. So the first is Debbie has not been really performing great in challenges, and she was kind of initially talked about as like probably the first to go yesterday, and there was conversation of like, well, we'll see how challenges go today, and it's kind of been continuing in that trend. So that's like the easy way to go for tribe unity. But Blake and James have been thick as thieves and really like running the camp, running the movement of the camp, the like direction of the camp, just like really taking over.
So as of today, there seems to be a little bit of an unhealthy patriarchy forming in our pink tribe, and I've been a little bit uncomfortable all day with this change in dynamic, and so I've brought it upon myself to try and stage an epic blindside tomorrow if we lose the immunity challenge tonight against James. And the reason for this is because him and Blake are basically taking over the entire camp. They're kind of giving directions to everybody. He's in every conversation, and I've seen him exchange looks with players in the other tribe, which makes me suspicious that he has pre-existing relationships, which is quite common here in the US.
I'm really nervous about if we lose Debbie, then now we have James and Blake able to like really take over and then pick off the people that are important to me and run my game.
I'm working closely with Shauna, with Jeff, with Sandra, and we just need to get Jordan and Deb pulled in to have a 6, which will give us the majority and hopefully be able to successfully execute that. But it will be a very delicate balance, and if we're able to pull it off, it'll be freaking fantastic.
It's actually, I think, looking like I heard Maddie P telling me, and I think Jordan wants to talk to me about it, and Sandra too, like James going instead.
What's your first impression on who, like, if we had to? Had to go to tribal.
What is yours?
Yeah. You were on the spot. Was it any of us? No.
It's not you.
Okay.
It's absolutely. I feel like that reward challenge was a little tougher.
Yeah. I'm not worried. I know I'm good. I have my claws into everybody, into all the different groups. There's a lot of people who want to work with me, and do I want to work with them? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. We still have today, like a day.
There's gonna be more.
But it seems
not
like there was a
everybody's
lot of struggle there. Like I feel like all of us kicked ass.
Yeah.
That first one in particular, struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
Hands down for sure. I think everybody's like on the same wavelength about getting rid of Debbie. I think everybody's good with getting rid of her. I mean, she's a nice lady, but she talks a lot, which is okay. I can deal with all the talking, but she's not competing in challenges. The communication just isn't there. When we're trying to explain things to her, she's just not picking up on certain things.
But again, too, but it's good too, though, that you have more than one talk. Because sometimes you're not going to be good at every challenge.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
but then and there might be something
Because like
better.
puzzles ain't my thing. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. But like, you know, I can do random shit.
Yeah.
And then I can do like physical shit, and it's just like.
So I think that's going to be an easy tribal council for the first one. The second one is going to get a little tough, especially for me.
But I think we're all in agreement with
Yeah.
like the first vote for sure.
Yeah.
Is that we the fourth letter of the alphabet?
Yes.
All right.
I am working with so many different groups. It's going to kind of show where I am aligning myself in this game.
I agree with that.
Yeah. You're done?
Yeah.
I'm good. Good.
Deb is like super stoked on like wanting to work with me, but again, I feel like she's also stoked on wanting to do that with everyone else, and she talks a lot, and I'm worried that she's saying a little bit too much to everyone. I don't know where James's head is at. Like, I think he's having a little rough time right now, but him and I haven't had any like private discussions or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Jesse from Armstrong Metal Fest. Kiri is participating and stuff, and I cheer for Kiri. Go Kiri.
Yes. No, she's going to join me after, and we're going to go, New Orleans, Austin, and then we're going to go to LA. She wants to do a bit of San Francisco, and then she'll go back home, and I'll go to, I'll probably go to, again, I haven't booked anything, this is probably what I'm doing. We go to Seattle, and then make my way across to like Chicago, and then go to like New Jersey and New York.
So I really want to work with Hannah and Melissa. I really like them a lot. And then Danny and I are really getting along. And I'm trying to talk to everyone. I'm just trying to be very social right now because this part of the game is very social. And I really thrive on my social game. I don't know what everyone's thinking. We're not talking about names or anything like that. We're just trying to get to know each other. I think my social game is so good that I'm going to be fine right here.
And also, we don't need a fire unless we
We
were
don't.
planning to cook rice, which we don't. There's not enough rice for us to bother with.
Yeah, this one's cracked open. What is it? What are these?
I feel like
acorn? Like a on steroids? That's what
I'm gonna
I'm
crack it open more to see what's inside of it. There was supposed to be a bush tied. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm so hungry and I'm so tired, and I was getting wet, and my socks are wet, and I got like maybe an hour's sleep, and I think I'm delirious. But otherwise, like moving forward, I think we're trying to have a little bit more strategy talk with people and actually figure out, who's going to work with each other and who might be, the first sort of person to go. Hopefully people still like me, because right now my resting bitch face is really evident. I'm just so tired. I've had 1 hour sleep. Myself and 4 other people decided to stay back at camp, whereas everyone else, because of the weather, decided it was safer to sleep out on the porch, which was more than fine. Personally, I wanted to challenge myself and rough it out, so I'm really glad I did that.
But try to keep an ember.
Yeah, we tried to keep an ember in the pot, but that didn't work either.
But honestly, I was impressed that the fire existed at all yesterday because it did rain before, and then people, not me, were able to make a fire anyway.
Yeah.
And they cooked rice.
Yeah.
So rice was eaten, fire.
My first day, shelter, it was held up.
Yeah.
Extra carb.
Didn't fall down.
Fire.
We had a challenge.
You want a challenge?
But it was so cold. Yeah.
Really?
What about Boston?
Boston?
No,
What's
I
there to do in
don't
Boston?
think it's.
I'm down
no,
for
no, no, no.
recommendations.
I like living there, but I don't know if as
It
a
depends on what you like.
as a pen as a vacation
I don't know.
destination, it doesn't. It's like a
If you
lot of
like-
history, which is not.
Seafood,
Yes,
I do like
seafood's
seafood.
People
yelling at you.
I love that.
I don't know. I don't know
one
Everyone was
person yelled at you.
Yeah.
It's like terrible.
It is definitely a different vibe than the Midwest, but yeah.
The first name that is slightly appearing is Joe, unfortunately. I really didn't want to vote a female out first because that oftentimes happens, or there are fewer female winners. She's also been looking for idols, it appears, a lot. A few people have thrown out Danny as a name, and oh my gosh, I forgot my alliance member's name. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I know his name. Okay, well I haven't eaten enough, I guess, to remember him. The other, my alliance member's name, he was thrown out, but I quickly kind of put a stop to that and made sure his name stopped coming up because I want to keep him. He's the guy in my tribe from season 1 of Outlast. I don't remember his name. All right, well, I currently have like a super tight alliance with Melissa. Along with her, there's a group that is Ethan, myself, Melissa, Tony, Trinica, and Charlie, and we have a 6 together. And then we're trying to pull in like some other people depending on how we want the vote to go, but that's like definitely like a core 6 currently.
Should have practiced.
I think Jo is a mom, and she is used to not giving orders, but speaking up and saying this needs to be done, this needs to be done. But everyone else, you could kind of tell, was trying to avoid being the leader. And then you could even tell that she kind of realized it herself, and she was like, does anybody want to be the leader? And everyone just kind of was like, you're kind of doing a great job. So I think everyone is kind of pushing it onto her at this moment.
Jo is clearly the person that's taking on the most leadership and direction and telling us how to, you know, what we should be working on a little bit. I think that Jo is directing the importance around the fire, and Jo just a little bit of a bigger presence at camp. So I think that at this point, there are probably people who are trying to not be taking on too much. So I think Jo is the clear leader, but I also felt like that I could have been perceived as a lower leader when I was trying to do the tarp, but then I actively kind of stopped myself.
So I think when we first arrived to camp, the 2 people that I saw myself really take initiative was Melanie and Jo. Jo was very quickly trying to get our shelter built, and Melanie had a lot of ideas about that too. And then a few other things that we did around camp just seemed to kind of like circulate around the 2 of them. Jo is great. However, she flat out told me that you guys are going to talk to me and tell me a bunch of things that I won't remember. So she's great to be around, to have around at the camp. I don't really know how you can work with somebody that doesn't want to get to know you and actually talk about things, because then how are you going to come up with plans or vote outs even?
But if we wait a couple hours and we have a challenge, we might be able to get more useful stuff.
She's very on the outskirts, like just always picking things up so far.
That makes sense to me. I mean, we have a lot of time. How long do we think it would take to get this where we want it to be?
I'm not really a social person. I am. It just takes me a little bit of time, but priorities always come first for me. So, you know, maybe it's because I watch too much television or something, but it's caused kind of a disconnect, but I don't think it's caused enough disconnect. I think I'm showing my value enough that I should be okay.
Hey, Melissa, you got this. Get out there and kick ass. Me and Brando are cheering for you. Mike, season 42.
Alright guys, this is where it gets fun. Welcome to your first immunity challenge. So Okina, you guys have been on a roll. You guys had a pretty nice reward. How does it feel to be on the winning streak?
I think it feels nerve-wracking. You can lose at any moment. They've come close so many times, so.
Connor, you guys are 0 for 3. Rewards are nice, but immunity is your life in this game. This is where it really counts. And this is truly anybody's game. So let me show you what you're playing for. So this is what you want at your camp. Yeah. If this guy's at your camp, you cannot be voted out.
I want it.
Alright.
One at a time, you will paddle out to retrieve a bundle of puzzle pieces. Once you have all of your puzzle pieces, paddle back to shore. Once you've reached shore, the next person can go to retrieve theirs, and so forth. Once you have all of your puzzle pieces, race up the hill, untie your pieces, and complete your puzzle. First tribe to complete their puzzle wins immunity, guaranteed safety at the first tribal council. The cameraman missed the beginning of the challenge. James went out first for Nankana, Hannah for Okina. James flipped the kayak seconds into the challenge. Let's resume.
You got this, Hannah.
You got this, Hannah. Nice and slow, Hannah. You got this.
All right, we got it, James. It's all right. Just put that shit in the fucking nice.
Take your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck!
Let's go, Jeff!
There comes Jeff. Come on, Trinica, you got this, baby.
Pull me.
Go, Jeff.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
That's good enough. There.
You're killing it.
Good job.
Take your time.
It's slippery, man. Which one is in it? Push it for 10 minutes.
Charlie's back.
Charlie's back. Make the life jacket.
Oh, that's to take our water.
Set up straight. Set straight.
You got this. You're feeling good.
Carl's going to try to pull him in.
Stay up straight, Tony. Sit straight. It's a learning curve, but they're getting better.
Yeah. Shauna's out.
It's a life jacket in there.
Good job, Tony.
Come on, come on.
Good job, Tony.
Shauna is going off course. She's coming back.
I'm lost. You got this, German. Keep going.
Shauna is, I don't know what.
Set up straight, Carl.
Carl's got one.
Yeah, come on, Carl!
Hold on.
Sit up straight, Joe.
Right side.
Hard right. Right side.
Keep it on the right. Keep it on the right.
There we go. Right
Keep
side.
it on the right.
Nice.
Kiri's out. Bernancana.
Be careful. You can fish the back round.
Left side.
Yeah, you can do it back round. Yeah, keep doing that.
We're good anchor.
Oh, she's going for the forward. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, Kiri's heading back.
Have the option.
Yep.
Good job, Joe. Come on, come on. Come on, bring her in. Yeah. All right, next, get it.
All right, Jordan is going out on the course.
You good, Jordan? Good. Sit up straight, Jordan.
There you go.
Stay straight. Oh, good turn.
Jordan at a platform. Can she get a piece? Melanie's out on the course. Jordan has a piece. Heading back.
Come on, Jordan. There we go. How even are they? Anyway, what's that? Me, yeah. Take your time. Take your time. Watch out on your left. All right, come on. Bring her up and spin it. Come on, David!
Ethan's out on the course. Debbie's out on the course.
Back paddle on the right. Back paddle on the right. Back, other way.
I'll get deep in there.
Let's go, Ethan!
Okina, you're good. Head on up.
That's all right, Nate. Frank. That's good.
Don't worry. Don't get mad. You gotta get to your kid. No, don't use that side.
Your puzzle's on this side right here. Your mat is back here.
Untie.
Untie as soon as all the pieces are there. You gotta wait till all the pieces are there. Drop them in. Puzzle makers are untying. Puzzle makers are untying.
Ready there, Carl. For the second time. Did you get that on tape?
Sadly, no.
We're doing it again.
Once you get it together, it'll make sense. Keenan with a slight lead. Probably a pretty good lead.
Come on, you got it. Other paddle, other paddle. You got it. Come on, bring it in. James. Come on, one more. German. Oh! Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Careful. I'm so sorry.
Good job, Debbie. Good job.
Debbie, you did it. You kayaked.
Debbie, you okay? Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he was joking.
Sorry.
Perfect. Don't give me that. I'll hit you. Get out here, please.
Thank you.
Good.
Flip it.
Give me. Yeah, well, he'll be all right. He's only going to one. He's only going to one.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, it's like a Sudoku pattern. It's a Sudoku puzzle. Yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah. What are you looking for? I'll look for this screen.
Back, wait, flip it.
Grace. Here comes non-Kana. They have not finished the puzzle. Remember, if I call a turn around, you guys have to turn around, stop looking at your puzzle, okay? Let's go. Come on, struggle and untie them. Before you start untying pieces, they all have to be here. They all 10. One of those have to be will not move in this puzzle, guys.
Yes, you guys!
I can't get this one.
Untie those guys.
Get that one.
Yes, Blake! Yes, Sandra!
You guys already caught up.
Oh, let's go.
There it is.
Nina thinks we're down to the last 3 pieces.
All right, I am checking if you guys want. All right, everybody
Yes,
turn around, face your tribe. Okina has it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good job. We fought. Good job.
Thank you.
Nice job, Greg.
Both tribes worked really hard. Once again, Okina. Somebody come get it. You guys are safe at Tribal Council. Unfortunately, non-Kana, one of you will be voted out tomorrow morning. Y'all can head on back to camp.
Everybody in. Come here. We're going to have a group hug, all right? Everybody, we're going to have a group hug. All right? I think we all did great. Good job, y'all. Good job. We kicked that. I'm proud of every one of you guys, man. I love you guys. All right? Let's get the next one. 1, 2, 3, play! I'm upset too.
Oh.
So we just came back from the first immunity challenge. Obviously going in 0-3 with the rewards, I thought we could pull this one off as a tribe. You know, sometimes it comes down to a little bit of luck. Sometimes it just comes down to I mean, in this case, like a boat flipped for the first guy that went, for James that went out, and you know that obviously took an extra like at least 5 or more minutes to adjust and figure out. And then we had like at least 5 people, or which is half the tribe, that have never kayaked in their life. So obviously that makes it harder. But we caught up, we made a lot of time, and we even got to the puzzle before they finished it.
When you were coming back, you were like,
We may have lost, but I know.
hey, we had fun trying.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Debbie, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I didn't come out here to lose. Like, I'm so sick of losing challenges. Like, I want to win, man. I ain't eating. I'm eating rice, dude. Like, I mean, I'm a steak and burger type of guy, and you know, all of a sudden I'm eating rice, and so I'm hungry. I'm just aggravated losing, man. Now I know we're going to tribal. I know we're gonna go to the first tribal, and one of our tribe members are going to be the first person voted out, the first boot. I've done anything and everything I could to assure that it's not me. I just think the other name I heard is not a good idea right now.
What was the other name?
Oh, you didn't hear another name?
Not
yet. Who did you hear?
I heard 4 names.
What, give me your name.
Interrupting anything? Do you guys need a couple minutes?
No, you can, if you want.
What do you hear?
Same thing as you.
And the same as it's always been?
Yeah, okay. That's all. Just making sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm
right.
at.
Have you guys started to think about maybe the next one after that?
Well, I plan on winning.
Yeah, well, that's my point.
That's my point.
Yeah, I guess it dictates how far we get in the next few challenges.
I mean,
but we got to. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
No,
funny
this one
that
should
you
be
guys
just.
are hearing or
This one
anything
should
like
be
that.
real simple and easy.
Right. Okay.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
You guys are the first 2 guys I came to, so I just want to make sure that we're still
starting with D.
Huh?
Starting with D.
Deb, yeah.
Even though I love her, I think she's great, you know, and I enjoy talking with her. But I think Deb is gonna hold us back a little bit.
We can get a couple challenges together, man. Because if we go on a winning streak, this energy in this camp is gonna change.
No, it's
gonna, it's gonna change.
Hey, you know, if you guys ever wanted to think about, you know, saying me, the energy leaves.
Dude, it was not even like.
Was that like half true, or was that? Did you mean that?
It just sucks. Like, it's brutal to lose on my birthday, and we have to vote someone out tomorrow, and I'm scared. I just hope it's not me tomorrow on my birthday, because I know there's a few names floating around. I did hear mine was one of them, but dropped down, so I don't know. There's always a shot in the dark, so I'm worried. But yeah, it freaking sucks.
But like at the end of the day, like I mean,
Hey,
it makes the most sense.
something comes up and we hear a different name, we're coming to each other, right?
Yeah, no
For
doubt,
sure.
no, 100%.
Because I'll come to you guys too, right?
We had a pretty much unanimous name that I think should be the name that it is that we vote on. Getting back to camp today, I was pulled aside immediately and said people are mentioning other names. James' name had come up.
It just pissed me off how he's telling people what challenge to do.
How to do it.
How to do it. And
Nah.
the way he said it was like, no, I want Jeff to do this. And it's
No,
like,
I didn't like last night. Like, there's been a lot of things that have been said. And like, listen, I can be a real jerk. I mean, you can ask my girlfriend. I mean, at the end of the day, but we're here and like we're all living the same. We're all doing the same thing, and it's a shitty situation at times. The rain, the lightning, the
Hungry,
the
tired.
hungry, everything, right?
Yeah.
But the best way to handle that is just stay positive. So like I try to be respectful towards everybody, try to lift everybody's spirit.
Mhm.
He doesn't do that. And then last night when Minnesota was crying,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
no.
dude,
That's why I said
if we
something.
weren't in this game and we were on the streets, I would have trust me.
Yeah.
I'd probably got up and whacked them.
Well, that's why I said
But
something. I'm like, she's having a breakdown. We're gonna jump and leave her to go break wood.
at the end of the day, we don't need negativity in this camp, okay? I think it's stupid right now because I mean he is a strong competitor and will be. If we keep Debbie, I feel like we'll lose again. So I'm trying to deter that, and maybe if we lose again, you know, maybe that's an option.
I have 2 boys, and I do like digital advertising stuff. Looking for a job, but didn't have to take off.
Yeah. So we have Deb, who is just a complete liability. We saw her in the first challenge take a minute and a half to decide which box to open out of 15. Unacceptable in a challenge where of chance where you just open it, see if you have it, run back. So that cost us time. Couldn't find a ball even though she saw it drop. Later on, that was awful. Just physically, she's not there. Mentally, she's, I think, struggling. She cried to me a little bit earlier, which I mean, I feel bad for her, but this is also a game and a competition.
But yeah, I do advertising sales, and
Yeah, but then the fire's over there.
yeah, I work from home. And I think I'm okay. Like I like to think I'm like kind of playing the middle, but I feel like everyone kind of is. I feel like I'm kind of told people like I want to work with you, we're good, like multiple people, and I'm trying to form alliances. But like I don't know, because like I don't know how to make fire, so I'm not the most useful around camp. But like I don't think I'm useless. But I also like didn't do the best in that one challenge, but like we have so many more coming up. We got on 5. I was like, alright, that's cool. We're doing like 5 on Facebook. Boston and New Jersey.
Let's go, East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast.
We're doing
Alright,
this.
so let's get. I think I'm making connections with like pretty much everyone, but I would say like probably definitely Maddie for sure. I feel like really close with him. I think Jeff. He wasn't with me, but I like the 2 of them, so the 3 of us are gonna work together because we like each other's vibes. We're gonna find numbers, but
And I'll provide free pharmacist advice. So.
and I'll provide bug spray. We gotta be quiet though. But yeah, it's super early, but we're vibing.
James pushed very hard to be one of the people to go all the way down to the 4th podium, and Shauna kept saying, I've done this in the ocean, I want to do it, but he was not hearing that. The man didn't even get 10 feet out before the boat flipped and filled up with water and set us back. To see that grown man flip that kayak seconds into the challenge, I mean, I could do nothing but just put my head down. He was the reason that we lost that challenge. I mean, Deb slowed us down too, but she wasn't as slow as him. And he kind of tried to like push that on her. He kind of tried to say, and see, this is why we got to get her out, because of things like this, she's already cost us. I know.
Just like different bodies, different people.
On Real Survivor,
as we were like,
you don't get a whole night.
I had this like,
Just get a day.
teacher.
Oh.
I have a problem,
Yeah.
which is I came into practice this week, and the whole entire back.
In my head, I'm just like, dude, you screwed this up. Don't try to save yourself.
So I'm leaning towards James. Yeah, like we talked earlier, like I have your back, I hope you still have
I have yours
mine.
too.
We talked earlier, was it today or yesterday that you said you'll tell me? Oh, it was today.
Both days, yeah.
You said
yeah.
this morning you told me a name and then you're like, it changed. I'll tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
another
yeah.
time.
I need
So
to
what are you
sleep,
thinking?
yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't know. There are a few names have come up. I know that Maddie's name has come up with a couple of people. I know that Blake's name has come up just because of his relationship with me.
Yeah. I haven't heard Blake. Okay.
I have. So
Okay.
that's what.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So if you keep working, like, I know your name has come up too. So like,
It has?
yeah.
Okay.
Once or twice. But I think right now everyone's just gonna eat and then we'll probably break off. Honestly, I know people are breaking off right now, but I think right now it's just like confirming alliances, and that's why I wanted to talk to you. Okay. So if your name comes up in a way that I think is super devastating, I'll come and talk to you about it and be honest. Because you know me, I've been honest about every part of the game. And I hope you do the same to me.
Yeah, when did my name come up? Do you know?
Around the fire, probably, well, not the fire, well, around the fire without the fire this morning. So.
Where was I this morning? Probably sleeping then?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there were only like 3 of us awake or something like that. I'm not even, I don't even
Do you
remember.
mind
who was-
telling me like what happened? Or?
Yeah, okay, so like there were like 5 or 6 of us. We were just kind of throwing off names. I think someone was frustrated about the challenge where you kept running back and forth with the boxes, and I think it was just a reaction to that.
What
People were mad at me for getting flipped in the boat. My name came out today.
Yeah, I just feel like he's been like more of like a hothead around camp, screaming, cursing.
I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to like go one-on-one or one-on-two with
Yeah.
a bunch of people just to kind of see. I don't want to lead the vote is kind of where I'm
I'm not
at.
gonna say anything, but like, do you know who brought my name up at the fire? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
Right.
curious.
I honestly don't remember.
So it was a few people or so.
It was like, well, 5 people were sitting at the fire.
I know he said my name once. He said Carrie's, a few others. So I just feel like hopefully that will be the way it goes.
I think she's our weakest link so far, and as you can tell, challenge today and previous challenges, I think Deb would be the one to go.
I think that the majority is going to be voting for James. I just hope it's not me. I really hope I'm not the first boot, because that would be really embarrassing.
Welcome everybody. Grab you a seat. If you notice, behind you there are unlit torches. We have a lit torch here. Y'all know that fire represents life in this game, so if y'all will grab a torch and light it.
Make sure y'all step it right.
That's where I sit here.
All right. Kana, welcome to Tribal Council. I know nobody wants to be here, but this is a part of the game you signed up for. So we'll start with Kiri. Kiri, take me back to the beginning of this game. What was the moment it hit you? Oh crap, I'm actually doing this. This is a real thing.
Well, I guess the first time was actually seeing the house and the property like in person, because I had looked it up online and kind of explored it that way. So to actually be here after doing so much like research about the place and the game was really fun. And I think the second time was when the lightning struck the tree and we realized we were in a real chance of danger, and in the middle of Tennessee for no reason other than our love for this game and risking our lives that way in a weird way. So that definitely brought it home a little bit as well.
Speaking of the weather, let's talk about that. Sandra, you guys had one of the craziest starts in Reelfoot history. Talk to me about just what it was like to experience all that.
The lightning. It was raining like crazy. Like we all agreed to try and sleep for a little while because we knew the weather was going to get really bad. So we tried to lay down, and then it was just torrential rain, and we just kind of sat up. Maybe it was like 3 a.m. We have no idea. 2 a.m. No idea. And just watched the rain, and literally maybe 25 feet in front of us, lightning struck. Explosion. It was like fireworks. It was crazy. It was. That was really when it got real. No pun intended. But for sure. But Hal and I wanted to stay with the ship and go down with the ship. But we decided as a tribe, to call for help.
Well, speaking of Jeff, not only did you call for help, you actually had to be evacuated from your camp up closer to the lodge. Talk to me about what it was like to have to sleep in a place other than camp for the very first night of the game.
It's kind of nice to get a break from that camp. We did a pretty good job, honestly. Like within half an hour of getting there, getting fire going, setting up shelter, and it was a great shelter. But it was pretty scary when that lightning hit and it wasn't going away. So it's kind of nice. And we got a change of scenery. I mean, most people stay at their camp for 8 days or less. But it's kind of nice to sleep on a porch. And yeah, we enjoyed it. Looking at the lake. It's kind of nice.
Debbie, I'm sure everybody before they play this game, they have certain ideas of what it's going to be like, certain expectations. What's something that so far you've experienced was different than how you predicted it to be?
not to piggyback on Sandra, but the lightning hitting a tree, the crazy thunderstorm. I mean, I knew there was a chance it was going to rain, but the crazy rainstorm we had, I knew it was going to be muddy, but the very intense mud, yeah, it's different.
Carl, it's no secret you found an idol in front of the whole tribe. Do you think, with it being public knowledge, that puts any kind of target on your back?
Not gonna lie, I spent a little bit last night thinking a little bit about, you know, things I've done and how much energy I do have and how much work I have been putting in. And part of me thought, like, you know, I am a little bit nervous today because I'm doing a lot, you know, and I feel like people can find that as a threat. And, you know, I had to convince myself, and, you know, after a little bit of time talking to God with everybody sleeping, you know, we're in the team portion of the game, you know. And I'd like to think I'm needed, not needed, but, you know, helpful, you know, and useful, and hopefully enough that they would keep me around.
Matty P, at the start of this game, you learned fire tokens were in play. Obviously, you're competing right now as tribes, earning fire tokens with tribal challenges, but make no mistake, fire tokens are individual. So what has been the talk about fire tokens as they relate to the game?
Parker, I think in our case there hasn't been much talk about fire tokens because we don't have many. I think we have one left.
We have two.
So we have two. Okay, great. The first opportunity we had to use them, several of us made the decision to give our fire tokens to the players that were sent to the outpost. And I think it's fairly representative of our tribe. We kind of have each other's backs. We want to do things that will advance us forward as much as possible, especially given the adversity we've experienced over the last couple of challenges.
Jordan, speaking of the outpost, when the winning tribe wins, they not only send 2 members of their own, but they've been sending 2 members of y'all. So what do you think the Okina tribe is basing their decisions off, picking between you guys to go to the outpost?
Honestly, it kind of seems a bit random, but you never know. They could be sending certain people for certain reasons. Maybe there's pre-existing relationships, or they're trying to create a relationship. But you never know.
Speaking of Okina, Blake, what are your thoughts on the Okina tribe as a whole from what you've witnessed?
Can I say no comment? No, it's good. I think they don't know that we have probably more like strategy-wise for our tribe, and we're also like seeing who our weaknesses and strengths. So they don't know what's coming for them. So they can keep winning all they want, but in the end, we probably could just pick them off one by one. We look at it, but who knows?
Shauna, some of you have interacted with some of them at the outpost. You've all seen how they perform in challenges, maybe how they interact in between challenges. Has there been anyone on the Okina tribe that has emerged that you think the tribe should keep an eye on?
That's interesting. Who from the other tribe to keep an eye on? Well, I love that Maddie P gave who we now know as Melissa the nickname Laura Croft. That's what he's been calling her. He's like, oh, that's that Laura Croft character. Laura Croft, right? Lara Croft, sorry. And then we've also kind of, I think, noticed maybe Charlie has emerged as a bit of a leader, potentially. I don't know if I got that story right. Tony has emerged as the leader, on that tribe. But they're like totally an enigma and a mystery, you know, like we have no idea what's going on over there, except that they've won 4 challenges and we've won 0. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of challenges, James, in the immunity challenge last night, you were the first to go, and unfortunately you got to a rough start. You tipped it over. Now, this tribe was able to make a comeback and did manage to get to the puzzle. Do you think you tipping over was a costly mistake?
I absolutely cost our team the immunity challenge last night, 100%. It was, I started too fast, fell over. and totally cost my team a lot of time building it back, seeing as how quickly we made up ground and how close we were in the puzzle. So absolutely, I take responsibility for that. I think it's really endearing that the entire tribe came to me pretty much right after that and said, you know, it happens, because I was like, okay, first immunity challenge, it's game time, it's go time. Let's get off to a quick start and get as many as we can so we can work on that puzzle, because we weren't as quick as them on the first puzzle of the season and the first reward challenge. So if it was going to take us a little bit of time and we needed a handicap, I wanted to be that guy. I was just too quick and wasn't smart enough about my rowing skills.
Sandra, this is a game where it's all about giving people a reason to vote for somebody else and not you. So if somebody is admitting they cost their team a challenge, is it a fair reason to potentially vote that person?
No, I don't believe that, and I think we all told James this as well. Like, it's one mistake. Like, you're not going to do well at every challenge, even if it's one of your strengths. You know, everyone has a bad day. You know, even the Celtics, even though we don't know what the score is or anything, they may have lost the game. But so, you know, everyone has a bad day, and one mistake. You know, if it was like continuous and 4 or 5 challenges, and James screws up, then no offense, James, maybe. But one challenge.
As long as it takes 5 or 6,
right,
4 or 5. You know?
Like, you know, screw up on one day. Like, it happens, and it's going to happen to each one of us, I'm sure.
Shauna, you alluded to it a second ago. 4 consecutive losses. What do you think this tribe needs to either change or improve on to turn this streak around?
Well, I think we need a little incentive, aside from immunity and reward, apparently, because that hasn't been doing it for us, I guess. So we've come up with a plan, and our plan to truly motivate us is that the next immunity challenge that we win, Carl here will wear an extra Speedo that we have around camp and do his next confessional in it. And that is the fire that we need to win this next immunity challenge, and it's going to work. It's ours. The next one is ours. We can't wait to see it.
Debbie, this is the first vote. You've done challenges. You've been out here for 3 days. What do you base your vote on? Is it tribe unity? Is it challenges? Is it social bonds? What do you want to base your vote on?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, I kind of agree with what, like Sandra was saying. I think it's all about, like, tribe unity and social at this point. And, yeah, and I think it's, like, really too early to tell, like, who's good at what types of challenges, because we've only had a few so far.
Jeff, do you think the person who's leaving tonight has any idea it could be them?
I think in Survivor, you never really know, because multiple names get thrown out. It's never straightforward, and, you know, usually it's either one of those names. Oftentimes it's not. So I think a lot of us, probably all of us, are nervous, and we've kind of talked to other people and tried to secure that, you know, it's not me. So I think the person wouldn't know. Like, it could be me tonight, right? But all we can do is put trust in the people that we think we want to work with going forward, and hope for the best.
All right. Well, those are all the questions I have. Now, this is something that will be at every tribal council. This is the period of time where if anybody else has anything else they want to say, address the group, address someone individually, this is your this could be your last chance to do so. Alrighty, with that, we're going to get to the vote. Sandra, you're up.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Now this is the point I'll ask if anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you'd like to play it. Now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote. Deb. James. 1 vote Deb, 1 vote James. Blake. One vote Deb, 1 vote James, 1 vote Blake. Deb. It's 2 votes Deb, 1 vote James, 1 vote Blake. James. It's 2 votes James, 2 votes Deb, 1 vote Blake. Deb. It's 3 votes Deb, 2 votes James, 1 vote Blake. Deb. Deb. Vote Blake. And the first person voted out of surviving Reelfoot, the Decennium, Deb.
Wow, you guys really blindsided me.
Depending on your choice.
We love you.
We love you.
I was blindsided, really thought it was going to be a different way.
Survive.
I've spoken, but you will have a chance to get back in this game. If you'll head down this way, we'll do your final words, grab your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you guys totally blindsided me. I thought I trusted people, but good luck to you guys.
Good luck to you.
Voted me out the day after my birthday.
Good luck to you. Come on, way.
I'm upset. My biggest fear was being first boot, and I sacrificed a lot to be here. And I'm a Lyme disease warrior, so part of me coming out was part of this journey to show that I can get over my fears. So yeah, right now I'm just blindsided. I'm really upset. I'm shocked. I was going to play my shot in the dark, but I figured I'll save it. I should have played it. It was a 1 in 10 chance, but I should have played it. But I figured maybe I'll play my shot in the dark, but I'm going to save it. And I trusted them and listened to them and put my vote on Blake in case James played the shot in the dark and voted for James, but they all blindsided me and lied to me. I should have just played my shot in the dark. I was going to, but I was like, I don't want to lose my vote. I'm just, yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed. I should have played the shot in the dark, but I have a shot to get back in, so